Hello. Today I'm going to do a very quick tutorial on the arcade stitch. I'm not really sure who makes up the names for them, but this one's really cute. I find it's kind of a cross between a shell stitch and a granny stitch, and I'm really feeling it. So let me show you how to do it. Okay, so to start the arcade stitch off, we are going to slip knot, and we are going to work a multiple of 6 and then an additional 2 chains. So I'm going to work 18 plus 2, so 20 total. I'll meet you at the end and show you how to continue that on. So I'm just finishing up my 20 chains, so my multiple of 6 plus 2. And we are going to turn our work over. We're going to be working into the back bars. So the back bar here is just that one, and that's going to make a nice even edge for us. So row 1, we're going to start it off by skipping 1, the first chain. We're going to put a single crochet into our second chain from the hook. So a little recap: insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. That's a single crochet. So skip 1, single crochet in the second, and we're also going to do a single crochet into the next stitch. And then this is repeated for the rest of the row. We're going to chain 3. We will then skip 3 stitches, and then we will work 3 single crochets into the following 3. So here's my first single crochet, my second, and then my third single crochet. And like I said, repeat that all the way across. So chain 3, skip 3, and 3 single crochets. And I will meet you up at the end and show you how to finish off this row. So here I am. I've got my last 3 that I'm going to skip, and then I'll have 2 chains left, and you're going to work a single crochet into both of these chains, and that will finish up row 1 for us. And I'll give you a quick look of what it looks like so far. So you have these chain spaces where we did our chain 3s, and that's where we're going to form our arcade stitch. So finished up with row 1. So we're going to work row 2 now. So this pattern has 4 rows that are repeated, rows 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you repeat those for your desired length. So starting with this row, it is part of our repeat row. The first thing we're going to do is chain 1, and then we will turn our work. In the first chain space of our chain 3 from the previous row, we're going to work 7 double crochets. So a recap on the double crochet quickly is yarn over, insert your hook, and then yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 on your hook. You will yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then yarn over and pull through the second 2. So that's 1 double crochet. We'll work 6 more so that we have a total of 7. So that's my 7th double crochet. Then what we do next is we skip a stitch into the next. We work 1 single crochet, and then you're going to repeat this across. In every single chain space, we're going to work 7 double crochets. We will skip a stitch and work a single crochet, and I'll meet you back at the end here and show you how to finish it off. I'm working my 7th double crochet. We have a final 2 stitches, so we'll skip this stitch and into our final stitch. And to finish off row 2, we will work a single crochet, that's what the end of row 2 looks like. Next, we're going to work row 3. So to start it off, we're going to chain 4. We're going to turn our work. We're going to skip our first 3 stitches. And into the following 3, we will work single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and work 3 single crochets. So 2 and then 3. Next, we will chain 3, but we're going to skip 5 for our next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then into this stitch here, work your single crochet, work another single crochet, and that's what you're going to repeat across the row. I'll work it with you. Chain 3, skip 5 stitches, then we will work your 3 single crochets, and this is giving us that chain space that we need to continue on with the arcade stitch. You're going to be left here with this 3 stitches left at the end. What we're going to do is we're just going to chain 1, and then into that final stitch we're going to work a double crochet. And that is how we finish off row 3. Let's work row 4 now. We're going to chain 3. That's going to count as a double crochet. And you're going to turn your work. And then into that little chain space there, we're going to work 3 double crochets. Finished off that 3rd double crochet. Then I'm going to skip a stitch, and we're going to work a, skip a stitch, work a single crochet into our 2nd stitch here. And then into that chain space, we're going to work 7 double crochets. We'll skip a stitch, single crochet, 7 double crochets, and I will meet you there and we'll finish off this row together. So I'm just finishing up my skip 1 stitch, 1 single crochet. To finish off row 4, this little chain space here, we're going to just work 4 double crochets. Finishing off my 4th, and that is the end of row 4. So you can see here now that we have the arcade stitches formed and they're offsetting each other. So that's why in row 2 we didn't start with double crochets, but we did here. So we're making almost like a half arcade stitch at the 2 ends, but it's starting to come together nicely. Let's work our final row. So this is row 5 of our repeating rows. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work, and then we are going to single crochet into the first 2 stitches. So that's our chain 1. So we're going to work a single crochet into our first and a single crochet into our 2nd stitch. Next, we are going to skip 5 stitches. Just kidding. Next, we're actually going to chain 3, and then we're going to skip 5 stitches and work 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in these next 3 stitches, you will work single crochets, and you're going to work that all the way across the row. So the chain 3, skip 5, 3 single crochet, and I will meet you up at the end and show you how to finish it off. So that's my final chain 3. I will skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 2 stitches left, so the top of this and then that stitch here. You're going to work 2 single crochets to finish off row 5. So 1 and then your 2nd single crochet. And that is the end of the repeated rows for the arcade stitch. So going forward for your next couple rows, you'll start at row 2 and you'll repeat rows 2 to 5 for however long you want it to be. I will show you a larger sample swatch here. So here's just a larger swatch of the arcade stitch. So I've repeated rows 2 to 5 twice. Like you said, you can go for however wide you want it, however long you want it. So freaking cute, the arcade stitch.